The world woke up to shocking news one calm morning. The beloved philanthropist and YouTube icon, MrBeast, was dead. The headlines were plastered across every major news outlet. Social media erupted with disbelief. Is this real? People questioned. The trending hashtag RIP MrBeast flooded every platform, as millions around the globe tried to come to terms with the loss of a man who had inspired, uplifted, and supported humanity like few others had ever done. The official statement released by his management team stated that MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, had suffered a sudden cardiac arrest in the early hours of the morning. Despite intensive emergency care, doctors were unable to revive him. At 6:17 a.m., he was declared dead by the medical staff at the hospital where he was rushed. His family, team, and close friends were devastated. The man who had built entire wells in Africa, saved countless lives through charity, and redefined YouTube content creation through generosity, was now gone. His fans mourned. Tributes began pouring in from world leaders, celebrities, influencers, and even rival creators. People remembered the time he gave away millions to strangers, the way he helped small YouTubers gain success, how he changed the idea of viral content into a mission for good. His most recent video had crossed 100 million views, and now that was being watched by people crying silently behind screens. The comment sections became virtual memorials, filled with condolences and prayers. MrBeast had always said that he wanted his funeral to be simple and meaningful. According to his family, he had expressed in his private will that his burial should reflect humility. No extravagance. No fireworks. Just peace, prayers, and the people who truly cared. His Christian upbringing shaped his spiritual beliefs, and he had requested a traditional burial with a quiet service led by a local pastor. Arrangements were quickly made. His body was transferred to his hometown in North Carolina. A plain wooden coffin was prepared. His fans were invited to attend virtually through a live stream. It was estimated that over 10 million people watched the funeral online, making it the most viewed funeral in internet history. Among those physically present were his longtime collaborators, Chandler, Chris, Carl, and others. All were broken, their faces pale with grief. Chandler couldn't hold back tears. Chris held his hand tightly. No one said much. What could they? The man who gave so much was now, heartbreakingly, gone. As the pastor began the final prayer and the coffin was being lowered, something happened. Something unthinkable. A sound. A faint movement. The cameraman noticed it first but hesitated, thinking it might be the wind. Then came a louder gasp from inside the coffin. Suddenly, MrBeast's hand twitched. A voice murmured, weak and distant. "Where am I?" The pastor stopped. Silence spread across the crowd. Gasps were heard. And then chaos. The coffin lid was gently pushed up from inside. It creaked open slowly. Inside, MrBeast sat up, pale but alive, confused, breathing heavily. People screamed. Someone fainted. His mother cried out his name. Carl dropped his phone. Even the pastor stumbled back, uttering, "Dear Lord." MrBeast looked around, dazed. "Is this real? Am I dreaming?" he asked. He was immediately rushed to the hospital. Tests were run. Doctors couldn't understand how this was medically possible. He had been declared dead. There had been no heartbeat, no brain activity recorded for over 6 hours. Yet, here he was alive, fully conscious, speaking, breathing, living. Scientists were brought in. Neurologists, cardiologists, and even spiritual advisors wanted answers. Was it a mistake? A miracle? A phenomenon no science could explain? MrBeast, when asked what he remembered, shared something even more unbelievable. He said, "I felt myself leave my body. I was surrounded by warmth, light, pure peace. I couldn't hear anything from this world. It was like floating in a realm where time didn't exist. Then, I heard a deep voice. It wasn't loud but powerful. It said, 'Your purpose is not complete. Go back.' That's all. And then I woke up." This confession stunned everyone. Religious communities hailed it as a divine sign. Scientific communities debated endlessly. Social media lost its mind. Millions of tweets, posts, theories, and analysis flooded every corner of the internet. But MrBeast, now reborn, was not the same man. His perspective had changed. He took time off from content creation and disappeared from the public eye for a few months. When he returned, his message was clear. Death isn't the end. Life is a gift. Every breath is a chance to make someone else's life better. I came back for a reason, and I won't waste this second chance. He started a new initiative called Project Hope, a global movement focused on saving lives through healthcare, clean water, education, and mental health support. He funded hospitals in underdeveloped nations, built thousands of homes, and launched the largest donation network on YouTube. His return video titled, "I Died, and Came Back to Life," became the most watched video in YouTube history within a week, crossing 500 million views. But this time, the video wasn't just for entertainment, it was a testimony. A story that transcended YouTube, culture, and faith. People from all religions, races, and countries found hope in his return. The boy who started with just a phone and internet connection had not only conquered YouTube, but now, he had looked death in the face and come back with a message of life. Critics tried to label it a PR stunt. Some called it fake. But no evidence of trickery was ever found. Medical reports confirmed his death and his revival. Footage from the funeral was verified by multiple sources. Even skeptics started to wonder if maybe, just maybe, some things are bigger than logic. In interviews, MrBeast remained humble. He said, "Maybe I was given this miracle not just for me, but for others. To remind people that kindness, purpose, and love are the only things that matter." And with that, he lived on not just as a YouTuber, but as a legend. His story continues to inspire. His journey from death to life has become a symbol of hope, faith, and the unimaginable power of human purpose. Whether it was divine intervention or destiny, one thing was clear. MrBeast came back for a reason, and the world would never be the same again.